What is up, YouTube? As you can see, I'm actually able to get my freaking predictions up before Survivor Series for once. So, not really. I don't think there's a lot of matches to predict because now this time it's just Raw and SmackDown instead of having NXT included this time around. And there's no War Games this weekend. It's just going to be NXT. So for now, we'll just focus on Survivor Series. The main event is supposed to be Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns. We got a women's Survivor Series match and a men's Survivor Series match. We got the tag champions facing each other. We got the Intercontinental Champion and the United States Champion facing each other. And we got the women's champions facing each other. So I think, if my math serves me correct, there are 6 matches on this card, which is fine by me. I don't know what they're doing for the pre-show though, but I guess we'll have to wait and see on that. If we do have something for the pre-show, I will be giving my predictions for those matches in the reactions to WWE Survivor Series 2020. So, first up, we have, I guess we'll do the, they're probably going to start off with a Survivor Series match, right? And it's probably going to be the Women's Survivor Series match. So, I think we have Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott, Natalya, who just recently got on the team, and Bayley, who also recently got on the team. I think it's going to be Team SmackDown that wins over Team Raw that has Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Peyton Royce, Lacey Evans, and Lana. Even though the Raw side of things has had more story behind their team, I think this could be a huge breakout moment for Bianca Belair. I think she's going to get a lot of eliminations in this match, just as she did in the Royal Rumble. So she's probably going to be like the sole survivor or one of the sole survivors, maybe alongside Bayley or maybe the only survivor. Now, what they could do is have her go, well, no, she can't go against just Shayna and Nia. So they have to have some help. Maybe Lana will get Nia eliminated, and then maybe Bianca can beat Shayna by herself, which would be pretty interesting. Or maybe she gets rid of Shayna and then Nia gets beat by Bianca, who like picks her up and slams her for the win or something, and maybe hits the 450. I don't know. I'm just taking guesses here, but I think it's going to be Bianca that gets the win here. I think they're going to really try to push her over the moon in this match. I don't know if it's going to be the best match, but that's what they're going to start with. The next match will probably be Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn. United States Champion versus Intercontinental Champion. So right now, I already said SmackDown's won a match, so I'm thinking they're going to switch right back, tie things up, and it's going to be Raw that wins this one. I want Sami to beat Bobby Lashley. I do. I want him to win, but he's not going to. Not yet. If anyone beats Bobby Lashley, it's going to be him losing that United States Championship. Maybe someone interferes and costs him the title, or costs him this champion versus champion match, but that's all I can really think of, if anything were to happen. But to my knowledge, he doesn't really have anyone that would interfere, like who doesn't care about this and also doesn't like Bobby Lashley. Like, you could say, oh, Retribution might do it. But Retribution isn't focused on Bobby Lashley right now. As a matter of fact, I highly doubt they're going to mess with the Hurt Business at all. I think they're kind of dropping that for a little bit. Now, they could switch it up and have Retribution interfere in this matchup. Maybe they were just waiting in the back, maybe getting them to take their eye off the ball for a little bit, and then Mustafa gets them to interfere. Maybe Mustafa Ali is the one who takes the United States Championship from Bobby Lashley. But as I know, the Hurt Business aren't really faces or heels. They seem like they're tweeners. Like, they're heels when they go against a face, and they're faces when they go against Retribution. But then again, everybody dislikes Retribution, so I don't know. As AJ Styles said on Raw. So, I don't know. But I gotta go with Bobby. I just see him winning more than I see Sami winning, as much as I want Sami to win this one. I guess the next one will probably be the tag champions taking on each other. This could start off the show too, but the New Day versus the Street Profits. Now, the New Day are 10-time champions, so I don't really think they necessarily need to get the victory here. I think this is more of a win that the Street Profits need to get. Because let's think about this. I know, like, it's hard to enjoy wrestling when you think about it like this, but I'm predicting, so I'm trying to like get them correct. to the best of my ability. So, if we have them going against the Street Profits kind of need this victory. Now, who beats Street Profits for the tag belts? Probably, I have no idea, to be honest. I don't know any teams on SmackDown that could win until the Usos are both back in action. That will be my guess as to who will beat them for the belts. If not the Usos, then it'll probably be I don't know, maybe a made-up team. Maybe they'll make Chad Gable and Otis win the tag belts together. I don't know what they're doing, honestly. No idea. But it's got to be Street Profits that win this one. So then it'll be SmackDown is 2-1 now. I don't know. That's just what I think is happening here. I just don't think New Day needs to get the win. I just don't think they do. But there's not really much to say. It probably could be the best match on the card. Maybe Street Profits will bring out some new stuff too to their arsenal, because I know New Day has a loaded arsenal. Maybe Street Profits will whip out a bunch of stuff too. I don't know. Maybe Street Profits will turn heel. Now that would be interesting. They win this match, and then they got to deal with Big E, and maybe I don't even know, how would that even work? Him going against them by himself? I don't know. Anyways, it could be them turning on the New Day, but hey, maybe not. It'll be a respect thing. It'll be an actual passing of the torch. Maybe the Street Profits will actually get that rub. I don't know. They did have a little talk on the podcast and on the New Day podcast, and they seem to really like the Street Profits. So maybe that is exactly what this is. Maybe it is a passing of the torch. Nevertheless, we now refocus on, I think the next one will probably be, it's not going to be the Men's Survivor Series match. It's probably going to be the Women's Championships. So Asuka versus Sasha. Now, only thing I can think of here, because Carmella's been attacking Sasha Banks over and over and over again, it only makes sense for Carmella to attack her again here and cost her the match against Asuka. Now, Asuka doesn't seem to care too much about Carmella attacking Sasha, because she did not forget Bayley and Sasha's power trip, where they basically messed with Asuka a ton and injured her friend Kairi Sane. So, probably not going to care at all if Carmella interferes. She'll probably take advantage of it and probably end up winning the matchup. Asuka right now doesn't really have a ton of momentum for her, so it would only hurt her more for her to lose. Whereas Sasha, if she loses because Carmella interfered, it builds more story for her going against Carmella eventually, right, for the championship. So Asuka, I think, needs to get this victory and then move on to finally some sort of rivalry. Who's going to face Asuka for the championship right now? The two contenders are tag champions right now, so that's not going to work. I don't even know, who on Raw is going to face Asuka? I don't know. They haven't really built that women's division too well. It seems to be focused on the tag belts right now, which is cool that there is a focus on the tag belts at all. But you can't just cast the Raw Women's Championship to the side too. Got to have something going for her, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Seems like they can only focus on one thing at a time for the women, it seems like. But at least on both brands, it's always one at a time. I guess maybe Asuka, after she wins this matchup, maybe Charlotte comes back, maybe, and then they build to a match at WrestleMania between the two, and it's can Asuka beat Charlotte with no injuries, no interference, no nothing, just a one-on-one match? Maybe they'll do that. I don't know. TLC's coming up after Survivor Series, so I can't think of what Asuka's gonna do. So I just feel like she just needs this one to do something. Now the Men's Survivor Series match. Now it's been focused mostly on Raw, so I gotta say Raw's gonna win. Raw's team's they have Keith Lee, AJ Styles, the team captain allegedly, Sheamus, Braun Strowman, and Matt Riddle against SmackDown's team that I don't even remember. I barely remember who's on the team. I think Otis is on the team, right? I can't. Hang on. There we go. Okay, I'm coming back to me. I forgot Kevin Owens is on the team, and Baron Corbin and Seth Rollins are on the team. I remember Jey Uso was on the team though. But that's the team they have for SmackDown, and they haven't really done anything to like build on what they're doing as a team. Whereas it seems like there's been a lot of team building for Raw, and it's like, can they overcome? Can they finally work together and get the victory? So I'm thinking Team Raw is going to win, and it'll be like Keith Lee having a big moment or whatever. Maybe they'll dominate. I mean, Jey Uso could be like the sole survivor for SmackDown. Well, let's say he's the sole survivor, and he probably will end up going against Keith Lee. I think that's what's going to happen here. You also have Sheamus, who's been doing his thing with Drew, and oh yeah, we're old friends and we're all cool or whatever. So maybe Sheamus has a moment here too, and he's gonna probably end up facing Drew for the WWE Championship after Survivor Series, and they're probably gonna face off at TLC. Fine by me. If that's gonna be the case, that could be a really good matchup. Kevin Owens seems like he's just kind of helping to build other talent. I don't think he's really going to do anything here as much as I want him to. Seth Rollins is probably too focused on like Buddy Murphy than he is focused on like, even though he just lost to Buddy Murphy, it should be over, but he could still be distracted by that and then not win or not be able to do much in this match. Jey Uso, like, there's really no team here with SmackDown. It's a bunch of individuals, whereas Raw has been trying to build a team here, and this could be their moment to finally work together, and maybe they'll win, and then immediately after they win, they all start fighting each other. I could see that happening. So I just think Raw's going to win. They've been focusing on them a lot. Then the main event, Drew versus Roman. The big match that I was hoping they would do. I was kind of upset when Randy won the championship because it's like, what's the point? He should have won at SummerSlam and then lost it, and then they finish it at Hell in a Cell. That's what should have happened, in my opinion. So, big face Drew taking on the big heel Roman Reigns, and I gotta say that Roman's probably winning this one to keep building him. And Sheamus coming off a big Survivor Series win with his team. Maybe he could like try to talk about that against Drew or whatever, and then he'll turn on him or something because he thinks he's at a vulnerable state. And maybe give Drew more adversity because he's trying to figure out, damn, should I even be the champion? I couldn't even beat that guy. You know what I mean? Like the ultimate test for Drew, basically. Whereas Roman can continue to be a heel before he's finally defeated for his championship. So that's it for these predictions. Thanks for watching. See y'all later.